coming in the on record, I cannot say, but most of the people are coming and they are shifting the domain. So they should know the 12.2 version, 12.6 version, and 12.3. They will ask what version you worked on the earlier because they are going to be keep 3 years of experience on this, right? So they should know that 12.2 2 version.
So if I want to, in case if I want to upgrade from 12.2 to
Simple, very
12.
simple. You can
Okay. It's
upgrade
a
it directly.
regular
Regular
update,
one,
right?
regular update it.
Okay.
Take the
Okay.
software and update it directly. It will ask it is going to be upgrade or new freshly installation. You can say upgrade. That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Just our
Okay.
mobile app, how you are going to be upgrade the same here also. Okay.
So we'll talk about that in like end of the session. No problem. Just go ahead. Sorry.
No problem. Click on the run setup. Okay. Just open the
Okay.
server software. Okay. In the server software here it is there. I will open again because starting onwards it is good way for you. There is the server. This is the unzip. Okay. Extract this and click on the server URL software, and there is a server URL software, the setup, application setup. Click on it, run as an administrator. Click run as an administrator.
What is the ISS setup prerequisite?
IIS setup
Another file there.
Yes. IIS setup prerequisites, I will tell you.
Okay, later. Okay, I've installed this.
Okay, click on S. Give the company name whatever you want, but I'm used to give my name. But you whatever you want, you can give it. There is no restrictions on this. Okay. But here, whenever you are doing this, okay, Vault installation mode, there are the two types of installations available. One is the cluster node and Vault installation. A standalone Vault installation. Cluster Vault installation is an high availability installation. If you see here, the symbols there are the 2 or 3. Okay. So we are going to do it as a standalone Vault installation. If you click on the standalone, it is going to be install the standalone. Because see, if you select this cluster, that is a different license which is required. Okay. Standalone is standalone is required separate license. Cluster is required separate license, guy.
Okay, this is not a DR. I mean, cluster installation. Like you have a multiple vault and connected together.
Correct.
But the standalone server still we are doing the other DR server, correct?
Yes. No. Both is required DR server. Okay. Even though it is cluster and standalone, both is required DR. But standalone is the one vault. Cluster is the 2-3 vaults. In the cluster, it is going to be separate regions. They are going to be installed because something happened in one region, it is automatically activate second region. Okay, so the cluster is going to be work as an active passive mode, but standalone it is an active mode only. There is no passive mode here. There is no backup also. If something goes wrong, automatically DR should be enable it. That's it.
Okay, so normally the enterprise environment they are using cluster or depends on the company usage?
Depends upon company because this is a license specification. Okay, the standalone they has to pay some amount, but cluster they need to pay some amount, more amount. Depends upon
If they
requirement.
need it, they can have it. Otherwise, they keep that standalone.
Correct. If anyone is required high availability and more secure, then they will choose the cluster, but it is costly.
Okay.
I'm going with the standalone now. Here, choose the destination location, select the folder where the setup will be installed, and we have to, this is a private arc. It is going to be take it automatically the path C program. Don't touch anything here. The next one is the choose the safe location. That also it is going to be take it automatically. Okay. This we need to select it. Enter the license XML file path. This is the mandatory. Okay. If you select, click on here and browse it. And in the desktop, I have saved somewhere, right? Keys. In the keys, you can select
that keys. Okay.
Yeah. So if it is not there in the XML license file in that folder, it is not allowing that.
So you have a two keys, key file and inside of the key. Okay.
No. In the folder, they has created subfolder also. There is a two
that's
folder.
one. Okay. Okay.
Okay, but the last file, for example, or you have to select it as file folder, last folder. What are the files it is available? That folder you have to select it. For example, you have a two folders. One folder is a main folder. In the main folder, we have created subfolder. We have to select it as a subfolder.
Okay.
And here operator CD should contain the server key, recovery public key, and initial random data file. Data recommended for the security regions. Here you can select it as a browse and select the keys, operating keys. Okay. We required operating keys is mandatory. Here, what is the operating keys? Here there are the keys is available, right? Select this. It will automatically take those keys. In the keys file itself, it is available. The next one is the configuration remote control agent. Basically in the organizations, what will happen if you want to connect remotely to the vault, okay, not in the organization, to the vault, they will provide 2 3 IP addresses for us for the remote control agent. So those IPs only it is going to be allowed to access to the vault,
Okay.
not other every IP address it is not going to be allowed.
Okay. This is a remote client and a remote control agent.
Correct. Okay. So you
Hmm.
can get it from the IP address which we can get it from the network team. So they will provide us and we can set it up like this. So if you have an IP address 10.0 dot 10 dot or keep it as 10 because I don't know exactly, but I am giving you dummy IP. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
like that. If you have a more 10 dot 10 dot
Or put
10
the
dot
commands and not
2,
how many of them. Okay.
we can keep it as like that too. How many if you have more than 3 or 5, you can keep it as like that. Give the password. Okay, so like that. If
But
we
that server has should be I mean they give it through the network team or whatever. That server has to be run, right?
correct. No, you
Still,
can.
we can create that server in our labs. No.
No, no, not possible.
Okay.
See here, if you start creating the servers like this, it is going to be huge. So whatever the
Hmm.
mandatory servers we are going to be created. So remaining these
Okay.
are not that much important. That's the reason we are not going to be created.
This is like a landings. I mean, the edge server kind of stuff, right? It's connecting to that environment. Okay.
Correct. Okay. Or if you
Okay.
don't have a remote control agent information, you can just skip that now and you can update it later also.
Okay.
Okay. So I just given for the understanding
Oh,
purpose.
you're giving something, but it's if you have it, okay, okay. You
If you
can
have
add
it,
something, right? No problem.
yes,
Okay.
yes, you can have the number of IP addresses. That is fine. Then this one, skip it as a distributed voice for the PSM. You can just click, don't touch anything, just click on next. And here, from the lab only, basically we have to do the do not harden the mission. Okay. Basically, we have to harden the mission. Cyberark recommends hardening the operating system and hardening the process. All these things we have to do it. But why we are not doing here? Because we are getting some errors, right? Just now you have seen that.
Hmm.
So that
So
type
we
of
don't want to do any don't handling. Okay.
but in the organizations, just click on the next. But here I'm just do not harden. This option is not going to recommend by the CyberArk and should only be selected after consulting with CyberArk professional services. Because this is the lab. In the real-time environment, do not click this. Just click on next.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Just click on next. By default, accessibility, existing folders, whatever it is. That's it. It is going to be set it up now. So after this, it is going to be asked the master and administrator password. We have to provide the master and administrator password here. So now you can see the copying the server programs and everything it is going to be creating now.
So one question.
You have to ask more questions, man.
Installation, I mean, CyberArk installation, software only working for Windows servers, right? No Unix.
Yeah, installation is working for the operating system Windows.
Why, any reason behind, or like,
It
that's
is going
only.
to be support for the Windows only. Cyberark.
Okay, okay.
No, some of other PSM, the PSM SSH, PSMP, Linux servers is there. That
Mm,
component is going to be installed into the Linux. Other than that, Vault, it should be Windows only, not in the Linux, because Windows is somewhat user friendly. Linux, it's a command line, always commands which we need to use. Correct. So we have to do
mhm,
some manual work, more manual works in the Linux, in the world.
mm.
That's the reason. And
So,
it is going to
in
be
case,
maintained. Yeah, go ahead.
okay, sorry, okay, go ahead. Please
Okay.
enter the master pass.
Now you can see enter the master password and administrator password.
That is, we can provide our password, right?
Yeah,
Any password. Okay.
whatever you want, you can provide. And you should remember always because these are the important credentials.
That's it. Okay, I have this question here.
Yeah, go
So,
ahead.
in case I forget,
Hmm.
what's happened?
Very good question. If you forget your password, we need to reach out to the CyberArk support team for the master password. If you
Oh,
forget the
shit.
if you forget the administrator password here, we can use the master credentials and unlock that. We can reset the administrator password directly.
Oh,
But if you forget the master password credentials, then we have to reach out to the CyberArk support team. They will reset the our behalf of our end.
even though labs too, right?
Yeah, whatever it is.
Oh, shit.
So always remember, in the organization that is more important. Master credentials we are not going to be used on always. Only the emergency situations we are going to be use it.
I
It's
think a
something.
master password, you already mentioned that master password only using for particular people only. They don't use, all the people are using the master.
Only one or two people. Even administrator also. In the lab only
Mm.
we are getting these many things. Okay. Now, yes, I want to restart my computer now. Don't know. I don't want to restart now because I need to install Privateer client also now. So finish it. Now you can see once you finish this, okay? Once the world is created, everything is created
I,
here.
I can see the server there. Okay.
Yeah, you can see this Privateer server.
Oh, is it running?
No, it
Oh,
is
yeah,
running now,
running.
right? You can see the
Okay.
server is
Yeah.
up.